So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Big Force sends the offense back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Grab down the middle. It's Thompson. Solid game there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
He hands it to the back. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. That completion sets up a third down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Caught quickly. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They get him down after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Makes it second and medium. They're going to run it. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, East Carolina 14, Wake Forest 7.
They begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Well, these defensive ends are hard to handle on the edge. That's how he comes around the corner and hits the quarterback.
Boy, this defensive end is so talented. He can bull rush you and use his power, or also use his quickness to be able to get around the corner, bend, and then lower in on the quarterback. That's exactly what he's able to do, and I love the way he finished.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wake. So after the momentum shifts, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't it have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last? It's going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. That one falls incomplete. The defensive play brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
This is a game-defining gamble. Coach going for it this close to his own end zone. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Looking for a red zone touchdown throw, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 50. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
East Carolina's offense heads back out onto the field now. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end, and got stopped. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
It's a quick grab. Great cut. They whiff on him. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. The reception nets about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here.
At the 27, coming up, 4th down.
Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 4th down. He's throwing for it. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Checks this down to the running back. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
On the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He's moving out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. 4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? He'll take a deep shot. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And now the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. That gain sets up a 3rd down play. They'll run it from the gun. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last 2 4th down attempts. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense will go for it on this 4th down near midfield. And he drops back in the gun, bringing pressure. Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Chris, Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Now here comes the bunch formation. First down, looking to throw the ball. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half play. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Pirates will kick it deep to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
QB decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the right side. That's the spin move. He's found some room at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
A completion sets up a second down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Handoff to the single back. The Demon Deacons pick up enough to get a first down there.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. throw out left, complete. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Third down, out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Oh, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Bringing it out, it's Jackson. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's past the 30. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. The Pirates starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Always looking to throw. On win the run, he'll let it go. And he's got it. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Pirates moving quickly down the field here. Handoff to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here's the second down play. Handoff to the left. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
1st and goal, handoff. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Urgency here. Got to credit this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Pirates. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. They'll set up for the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Big force sends the offense back out on the field now. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out past the 30. Past the 10. And he scores. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner choosing to field this one. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. East Carolina's offense is back out on the field now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Can they pick up the first on the ground? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The Pirates will come to the line on fourth down looking to convert. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Well, there's nothing better than that. Fourth down and 1, hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
The Pirates look to keep this drive moving. It's a quarterback keeper. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Ooh, that came close to breaking into the secondary and potentially a big play. Read option, the quarterback keeps it. And why didn't get a first down, did get a nice chunk of yards. Only a nice tackle prevented it from going all the way.
Snags the quick throw. Tackle, but first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick throw caught on the left side. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Play action here on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. The defense says not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Now here's the toss play. Touchdown, Pirates. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Here comes a handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Important second down play coming up. Here's that defense shifting again. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway. And the offense trots back onto the field here. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up fourth down.
I like the call here. Third down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
And that is no good. The lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Big Force sends the offense back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Nice grab. It's Little. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Second down, they're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Run out of the 47, and that will move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to throw it again. He's going to pull it down and run. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, look out, the football is free. It's a turnover.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here late in the game, working with the lead. You get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation.